Hello everyone. Ray O'Daniel here. I'm just checking to make sure everything is good on my side. I'm still kind of getting used to this live thing here with a couple things going on, so forgive me about that. But let me see here, making sure that we're live. Hey, Percy, I see you're online here. Can you send me a chat? Can you hear me? Can you see me yet? Alrighty, there we go. Looks like I'm up. I'm good to go here. So hope everybody is doing well. And right now, I did want to let everybody know that this is a members only chat live. So only the members of my channel are going to be able to communicate and ask questions throughout the process. If you're just a subscriber to my channel, I'd recommend maybe joining my channel. It doesn't cost very much, and you get to hop on every week with these lives. I am going to have to apologize because last week I did say that this would be an open Q&A. So forgive me about that. Right now, just HighLevel has really come out. They've been really pushing, if you haven't noticed, their AI employee, and they even have this new Summer of AI promotion. And I wanted to go over that, and I wanted to go over some of the resources for you guys and some of the reasons why you might want to look at adding AI to your agency or starting an AI agency, either one of those. But I'll tell you what here, I'm not seeing the people hopping on here. If anybody's on, can they just send me a quick message, making sure that we're still good and live on the channel. Before I kind of get started here, I know sometimes there's a lag with things going on. Yeah, just make sure again here. So yes, it looks like we are live. Okay. All right. Then no, let's go ahead and move on then. Everything looks good. We're live. And so here's what I've got. A couple of weeks ago, I did a live where I talked about how to start a Google review agency. Google reviews and AI are, in my opinion, the two best things to agencies or services to give to small businesses, because a lot of small business, pretty much every small business can use both of those. Versus if you're trying to build a solution for a specific niche, then that solution that you're building inside of HighLevel would only be for that niche. Meaning, if you're going after coaches and you're really focusing on documents and e-signing and coursework and membership, then that right there is something very specific that you're going to have to do versus something a little bit more generic where you're dealing with Google reviews and then AI setup. Now, the great thing about both of these is they have I guess what I would call it, a limited onboarding process. Now, one of the things as an affiliate of HighLevel, I get a lot of people, I do a lot of Zoom calls with people starting out, and some of the questions they always have is, how am I going to support the people that I'm bringing on? How am I going to continue to be sort of, in a sense, their IT person? Well, I'm trying to sit back and help you build a business from HighLevel where you don't need to be their IT person. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to be around, you don't need to be able to help them change some of the settings, like if they want to update their website or if they want to include something new, then great, you're their go-to person for that. If you're hosting their website inside of HighLevel and stuff like that. But you don't necessarily need to be like the on-site support person for that. Now, one of the great things, again, about Google reviews, just to kind of bring that up, because I'm going to move into AI here, is just it's a limited setup. Once you get people set up, once you do your onboarding, once you get all of that stuff done, and if you're interested, go take a look at the live from a couple weeks ago about Google reviews. But once you get it set up, it just works. Now, either you have some automation that does stuff in the beginning that automates the Google review process, or it's a manual process by the client. Either way, once you define that process, you're, in a sense, you're out of it unless something needs to change. Like if an email template needs to change, or instead of just doing emails, you want to do email and SMS, then you'll need to get involved. You kind of see what I'm saying? But at that point, once you set it up, it just runs. It runs, it runs, and runs. And all you do is instruct the client on what to do to activate or to turn on the automations that you have set up inside of HighLevel. Now, very similar to Google reviews, AI is, again, I'm just going to say it's a little bit more complicated setup here. So, I mean, you could charge a setup fee if you wanted to, but it is a little bit more involved in the setup for AI. And I'm not going to necessarily go over the components of how to set up an AI agency on this one. I really want to focus on just the promotion that HighLevel is running and then give you some of the resources that are available to you if you want to move forward. Now, depending upon the amount of people that hop on here in the comments, if you're interested in an AI agency, leave a comment that lets me know that you're interested, and I might turn around and do a live and go a little bit more detailed about some of the specifics about building an agency. But I'm going to go over some of the pieces of AI employee here and some of the things that you need to look at. But once you build an AI agency, again, it runs, okay? Unless something needs to change, it just sits back and runs, and there's very little support that you need to provide afterwards, unless something breaks or if you need to fine tune something. Keep in mind in the very beginning, for certain businesses, you might need to fine tune things and then just keep tweaking and fine tuning it. Not like completely changing it, just fine tuning it, okay? Now, one of the things about, I keep, again, tell people who are sign up as HighLevel as an affiliate of mine. By the way, if you are looking to sign up, there's a 30-day free trial link. You'll get access to me. So just to kind of throw that out there, it's in the video description here. But those people that do sign up from under me, you have a strategy call. One of the things we go over is people keep asking, what should I sell inside of HighLevel? There's so many tools, so many things. And I say, let's not think about the tools. Okay, what I want you to do is think about the business problems that you can help businesses solve. Okay, one of the nice things that I've heard, I'm a big fan of, I love following Russell Brunson, and Myron Golden is another one that man has just pure wisdom coming out. And one of the things he said was, when you're selling, what you're trying to do is create enough value where people will give you the money in their pocket, the money that they value that money as, for something they value more. Okay, and what they value more is what you can help solve in their business. Things like being able to give them more time in their business. Because again, time is something you can't get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. So right now, AI can help them, number one, answer phone calls. Number two, deal with people on their websites. All the things that we're going to talk about here with AI. You're going to be able to help businesses solve that critical problem. You're going to be able to allow them to communicate effectively with customers, get more revenue. Now, real quick, I want to make sure that everybody understands this. People think that whenever you're looking at helping somebody generate revenue, it's all about making more income. That's true. That's one part of revenue, okay? But if you ever run a business, you know that there's two parts of revenue that you can use to increase revenue. Number one is what we just said. We can increase the amount of money that we make in the business. But if we also increase our expenses, then we're really not getting ahead. When that income and the expense ratio goes up by the same amount, we're still breaking even. So right now, the two ways to sit back and make more money is to increase the income and then also decrease expenses. Okay, expenses meaning the ability to have to hire somebody, the ability to sit back and pay more for the particular service than somebody else is offering, or increasing their income by allowing them to get more customers without spending the time to acquire that customer, letting AI answer questions, letting AI book calls, letting AI book appointments for your business while you sit back and continue to do other revenue generating activities. So hopefully that makes sense to everybody here. Let me just take a look here. Good. Okay, we're getting some people. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, right now, again, HighLevel has been promoting the whole summer of AI. And I want to kind of go over this promotion, kind of what this means, what it looks like. If you already have GoHighlevel, what it means in GoHighlevel. And if you do not have GoHighlevel, if you're looking to sign up, kind of what does that mean? How can you take advantage of this and so forth? So let's hop into this. Let's take a quick look here. So right now, the summer of AI, HighLevel is running a promotion for the entire summer. I think, this is what the screen looks like if you're looking to unlock the summer of AI. HighLevel has actually put a menu option over here on the left. If we take a look at it here, called the summer of AI. So this is where any sub account that does not have an unlimited AI employee turned on or something like that, this is where you get this particular prompt. if you already have a sub account that is using the unlimited version of AI, if you've already turned that on, you're already using it for a particular sub account, then you cannot take advantage of this promotion within that sub account. Please keep in mind, within that sub account. This is only for sub accounts that do not have AI, the unlimited version of AI employee turned on. So that's one thing. So right now, if we take a quick look here, I'm gonna scroll down. Yeah, it started on May 26th, so a couple days ago, this thing started, and it lasts until September 1st. This is why they're calling it the Summer of AI. Now, what they're doing here is they're offering the ability to give each person a 30-day free trial, free use of AI for 30 days in your particular business. Let me see here, try to shrink this back down. For 30 days. So you can turn it on, you get 30 days usage within the period of May 26th to September 1st. Now, if you do turn it on the last half of like August, you may not get 30 days, you may only get 10 days or 14 days. You kind of get the point. But this is the whole benefit of using an AI employee. Now, right now, what does AI employee mean? AI employee, in case people don't know, you might be new here, just consists of 6 different components. Now, AI employee is something that HighLevel created, I believe last year during the summit. They kind of combined all of these new AI features because they came out with voice AI and things like that back in the summit of 2024, I believe. And then they bundled all these things up as AI employee. So with AI employee, you get these 6 particular features. You get voice AI, conversation AI, reviews AI, funnel AI, content AI, and then workflow AI assistant. Okay. Now, real quick, I just want to kind of go over these again for people. Voice AI. This is the new best service that you're going to be able to offer small businesses. This is the 24/7 virtual assistant, virtual employee, if you want to call it, that always answers the phones, that always picks up, gathers data, books phone calls, transfers calls, does a whole bunch of cool things that you can do. They've been expanding on this thing like crazy here, and they've really included a lot of cool features depending upon what the customer who calls in is asking for or what they're saying. You can have certain things triggered. AI listens to that and goes, oh, you want to speak to the owner or you want to speak to a supervisor. Okay, let me transfer the call. Please hold on. Boom, and it transfers it over to another number. It can do that. So, but again, voice AI is a component that answers inbound phone calls. Okay, so it replaces the IVR system if you had it, the missed call text back. None of that stuff is going to work with voice AI on here because voice AI is going to always answer the phone. And the cool thing about voice AI is that it's not limited to just like if you were thinking about one person. Think about if somebody answers the phone. Okay, somebody's talking on the phone and somebody's now calling that same phone line. Okay, typically, you get call waiting or something like that where you pick up on your cell phone or whatever, you see somebody else is calling you, tell the person, hey, hold on, let me answer this other inbound call. Voice AI doesn't do that. Every phone call that comes in gets answered the same. So that's the one thing. You can have 10 people call in your office at one time and voice AI still pick up 10 different phone call sessions at once. Does that make sense? So it's not just one phone call, wait till that's done, then do another one. It can handle multiple calls at once. So that's that one. Now, conversational AI, this is actually broken down into 2 main pieces. Conversation AI is the AI portion that works with your sort of 5 or 6 other channels, meaning the website chat widget, the live chat widget, the WhatsApp widget, the Facebook and Instagram integration. So whenever somebody communicates across those 5 channels, and again, I'm going to hop in and we're going to take a look at some of these things and just show you the particular channels and stuff like that that's available. But Conversation AI handles all of that communication, okay? So that's kind of where Conversation AI comes in. Now, the second part is that you can also have Conversation AI handle, there are Conversation AI actions inside of workflows. So right now, if you have a very well-structured integration process where you're like, okay, I'm going to have a phone call. I'm going to ask him this. Based upon this, I'm going to go to the next question. Based upon this, and then you might go down like a decision tree to eventually you might say either, hey, this isn't going to work out for you, or great, everything looks good, let's book a call. Something like that. But you can have Conversation AI built into workflow actions as well. Now, Reviews AI, this is another part that deals with, again, the Google review business. So again, Reviews AI is the part where if somebody does leave you a review, you can sit back and now have AI automatically respond to that. The cool thing about this is they've really updated Reviews AI. And again, take a look at the video from a couple weeks ago, but they've really done a great job. So now there's not just one response that you can make. You can actually cycle through and round robin through different Review AI agents with different tones and different footers and things like that, if that makes sense to you. So you don't always sound the same every time you answer the Google review. Okay, so you can have be a little bit different, because people, I think, were complaining that it was always sounding the same. The Review AI would generate sort of the same content on the reviews every single time. But Reviews AI is another piece of AI employee. Once you have that, then you don't necessarily need to pay for it. Keep in mind, I think Review AI is only like 8 cents per usage or something like that. So even if you have, at 8 cents, even if you have 100, reviews that you reply to that month, I think that's like $8. So you see, it's not a lot of money, but I mean, 100 reviews a month, that would be a lot. So again, Funnel AI. I'm not really that crazy about this one yet, because it's supposed to be funnel/website AI, but now it's just Funnel AI. But if you need to generate a funnel, this is really good about it. Takes some of the ideas as far as what niche you're trying to look for and some of the things you're trying to do, and then builds some of the common components that are already built in, some of the pre-made templates, and combine and build a site for you just real quick, so that you don't necessarily have to build it yourself. Now, it is pretty good. I think it costs like $1 per funnel, which is very, very well worth it if you just want to build a framework, and then you go in and change the pictures, the stuff like that, and adjust it, so you don't necessarily have to sit back and build the structure of it. Or if you can't find a template, that's very useful. But quite frankly, I've used it a couple times, and I'm just saying it hasn't been that particularly great for me. I haven't used it in over a month or so. But anyway, Content AI is another feature. This is the generating the text and generating images inside of AI. So people who use blogs, people who do social media posts through the social planner, this really comes in handy, because you can generate content, not just content, but you can have 2 or 3 versions of that content and pick which one you like, 2 or 3 different images. Now, keep in mind, every time you do use that, you do end up having to pay for that. I'm going to be upfront. And then that's kind of what Content AI is. Now, for the most part, if you're running an AI agency, I don't really see how Content AI is really going to help you out. Now, before, I've also done things like, if you are a creative person, if you're a social media manager, if you're a content creator, if you create content for people's social media posts and then email it to them, this is a great point. You can use just HighLevel, excuse me. You can use HighLevel and just the social planner feature alone, that one feature alone, with Content AI, to help do everything that you need to generate content, schedule it, and do all of that stuff for them, and easily charge them $300 to $500 a month for you generating the content, posting everything for them, and keeping all of that stuff intact. Okay, so now they just have one person. They don't need to have content created, then send it to another person that has to go get it posted using a third party like Buffer, Hootsuite, or something like that. And then now that software costs money, and now they have to do all these things with two different people. You can combine all that and create a business from HighLevel just from that. Okay, but I haven't seen a whole lot of great use of Content AI for people who are building AI agencies, because really what you're focusing on, these top 2, Voice AI, Conversation AI. Okay, now ultimately, if you're going to be doing reviews for them, the Review AI piece does come in handy. And if you're just doing Google reviews, this Review AI is valid. But I'm just going to tell you, if you're doing Google Review AI, Google Review business only, then really it's probably not going to be worth the money to go to unlimited AI employee if that's all you're doing. Because right now, the biggest expense from this whole thing is this right here, the Voice AI. Because keep in mind, one of the things people always ask me about is just, what are my extra costs on top of HighLevel? And I'm trying to sit back and explain all those to people. You have a base subscription cost of like $97, $297, $497 a month. Okay. Now, on top of that, there are usage fees, phone calls, text messages, emails, AI, all those different type of services that run inside of HighLevel that you're using. You have to pay a small fee for that. Email verification, those are like very small, like a fraction of a cent or something like that. But they add up if you're doing thousands and tens of thousands of them. Hopefully that makes sense. But AI is something that charges you on top of that. So voice AI is, I believe, unless they change it, 13 cents a minute. Now, 13 cents a minute for voice AI, then I'm going to want to say something like 2 cents a minute or maybe 5 cents a minute or something like that for a phone call. So together, let's just call it 20 cents. Let's just call it flat out, 20 cents per minute every time somebody calls and you're using voice AI. This is where it can get costly and pricey. This is where the AI employee, the unlimited plan, really comes into benefits. Now, if you're interested, I have a whole AI employee calculator video on my site that kind of explains at what point you should do this. But realistically, if you're getting even like 50 phone calls a month, I didn't say a week, a month, then it's probably going to be worth it for you to do the unlimited version of this because of the amount of money that you're going to be spending, because most phone calls are going to be anywhere, from maybe 5 minutes or even longer, and you can kind of control that. And I think voice AI has like a 15-minute limit, unless you lower it, where it just cuts off and it just stops. So at least you can limit that, but it does cost money, and just moving to a limited version of AI just eliminates all of that cost need. Now, this is where you can do it one of two ways with this. And again, this is a big thing that people get confused about, is you can either charge the unlimited AI fees for this to the customer or to your agency, depending upon how you have your agency set up. So I just want to make sure that you understand that that's another component of this whole thing is, do you want to bill the customer for it, or do you just want to include it as part of your monthly service package to where people aren't getting nickel and dime? So if you're charging them, let's just say, I'm just going to say low end $300 a month for something like this, maybe even more, and then you're charging them another $100 or more, because again, you can mark AI employee up. AI employee is one of those resellable features inside of HighLevel that you can mark up, keep in mind, okay? But HighLevel is really just trying to get you to use it. They want you to see the power of it so that you do purchase the unlimited AI for all of the sub-accounts inside of it that you have. Now, another great point is that when you purchase AI employee, you're purchasing it per sub-account. So that's $97 per sub-account that you turn this on, okay? Now, but as long as you include that, and let's just say that same $300 base fee that I was talking about with the customer, if you said, hey, I'm going to charge you $500 a month, but you're going to get unlimited. You're not going to be charged any of this other stuff, but you will have to pay for text, phone calls, email usage, things like that, okay? Because the AI employee is a fixed cost, $97 a month, versus the other stuff, which is variable. Okay, how many emails they send out, how many text, phone calls, and so forth. Now, you can offer them so much credit, okay, like $10 a month or $20 a month credit. That's something you can build in if you're at the agency pro level, by the way. You can put that into the SaaS configurator. But all of these things goes into building an AI agency, and I just want to come here and help you understand all of this stuff so that you can make a better decision. Let me take a quick look and see if we have any questions. Okay, I do not see any particular questions, so let's move on. So right now, again, I just want to give you a background here. I didn't mean to go deep into that, but these are questions that people that sign up my affiliates, we always discuss on Zoom calls, that I just really want to sit back and try to give people so that you understand what this is whenever you get into it. Now, AI employee, let me talk about some of the features regarding AI employee, some of the other resources that you have for building an AI agency outside of this. Now, again, in order for you to utilize AI employee, you therefore have to have a GoHighlevel account. If you have a GoHighlevel account, then by all means, sit back and try to take advantage of this if you want to. Keep in mind, you can always cancel the AI employee, within the 30-day period, you can always cancel it, but you just get it 30 days for free. Now, when you sign up, I'm sure they're going to put that on your bill. Just keep in mind that whenever they get started, and HighLevel's pretty good about saying you've got a couple of days left and so forth to, before you get charged for this service. So at least gives you a warning that you're going to be charged. So anyway, this right here is the coverage, and again, it lasts from till September 1st. So please take advantage of it. Now, if you do this, I do want to show you this. If you're going to opt in for employee now, this right here is the screen that you end up getting. Now again, this right here, charge this sub account or charge my agency. This is the settings that I was trying to tell you about, which is like, how do you want to turn this on? Okay, so you can turn it on, charge that particular sub account, which they'll get a $97 a month fee. You don't really get to mark them up. Okay, or you could charge it at your agency level and just incorporate as far as your monthly cost. So, but that's as far as I want to do that. Now, back to the resources. There are two main resources that I want to be able to give you. Okay, one of which is available without having to sign up for HighLevel. The other one you have to, in a sense, sign up for a trial or be a part of HighLevel in order to utilize. So, right now, I'll get into that in just a minute here, but if you go to this particular link right here, and the link is in the description below here for the AI setup. If you take a look at that, or even any one of the AI links in here, hire the employee that works 24/7. If you're ever looking, if you're starting an AI agency and you want to get some good copy, if you want to get some good headlines that you can put like on a VSL page, this is a great page to come to. Okay, to start taking a look at it here, because this is HighLevel's sort of AI promotion. Here's all the things that they're gonna that they give you, all the little voice AI, automate every customer call without missing a beat, turn every chat into a customer win here for conversational AI. So you can kind of see these are some of the benefits of this. So you see what I mean? This is a great site to come to. So this right here is the AI sign up page. And again, I'm gonna have this in the description of the video below. If you're looking to sign up, this will be my affiliate link. The reason for that is when you do sign up with my affiliate link, you'll obviously get access to me. Members of my YouTube channel actually have access to this live to chat, but they don't necessarily have access to me to email me and ask me questions like my affiliates do. So if you are my affiliate, then you get to have Zoom calls with me. We get to talk, and I get to help guide you throughout the entire process in case you have questions, which is always beneficial, because I know sometimes, I'm sorry, the support, you may not always get the best support people with HighLevel. They are good, but they're growing, and sometimes people can't always answer the right questions, or sometimes it takes days to get answers back. So anyway, this is a cool thing they've got, AI solution for affiliate marketers. And then I got a nice big FAQ page. Okay, so these are some good things to sit back. I at least want to make sure that's available to you, and that's just GoHighlevel.com /AI, and then just use my reference code right here. And the next thing I want to show you is, this is one of the things that if you already have HighLevel, or if you're looking to kind of get started, HighLevel will make you sign up for a trial, and this is the 5-day AI challenge. Okay, this is right now they've already gone through this, so this is like a pre-recording, but this is 5 days of live challenges. I'm not sure if they're still doing stuff live here, but right now, if you click on the link for the AI the AI bootcamp, that's what the link says in the video description here. You'll get this link where you can click join, claim the free challenge right here. And then this right here is what you can do to get signed up for it. But they will make you sign up for a trial. Now again, if they do that, this is where you could, again, they're looking to have you sign up for a trial because they're looking for a commitment from you. Okay, they want to make sure you can move forward, and rather than just having people attend the training and then not sign up, they just want you to have some skin in the game. So that's just the reason why, and I can't control that. That's just HighLevel, but they do make you sign up. Again, one of the primary things is that you can cancel a subscription or a trial if you want, and then sign back again later. That's going to be completely up to you. But this right here is just a very good boot camp that you do for 5 days. So this right here is just about, again, what do you want to offer? How do you want to prospect? Closing the deal, delivering onboarding, all these things, and then how to scale. So every day takes you through step by step. Day 1, how to get your offer. Day 2, how do you find people that want that offer? Day 3, how do you contact people, close the deals, how do you sell them, how do you go through that particular process? Then the next day is going to be, how do you onboard people? How do you deliver that system, that service to them? And then from there, once you deliver it, onboarding, things like that, then how do you continue to grow without getting burned out, or again, without having to be the on-site IT person that's doing everything? Like, how can you build a system within HighLevel that just works and functions? The client does their part, you do your part, and then at that particular point, you have very limited, I wouldn't say responsibility, just you don't have much to do inside of their account, because it just continues to work once you get it set up. You might need to fine tune it a little bit, okay, in the very beginning. make a few adjustments. Some settings might be wrong. That's common for that. But that's it. So this 5-day AI challenge is a great resource for people if you're looking to start an AI agency business, or if you already have an agency and you're looking to include that, then by all means take this. If you've already got HighLevel, you can take the challenge and you don't have to sign up again, but you can just take the 5-day challenge already. So hopefully that's a great resource for you. So right now, and just to kind of let you know, right here, rather than claiming it says current customer, click here to get the workshop reminder sent straight to you. So there's always, again, this right here is for new people. You have to click that little link right there if you're already an existing customer. Now, the boot camp is great, okay? But one of the things that you can also do is you can also get the AI employee playbook, okay? This is a whole course that's now available for you to go through at your disposal. Now, because I am an affiliate of HighLevel and a good one, let's just say it like that. I don't want to use words that's not commentary. They've given me access to the course for me to share with my community, my affiliates, and people that follow me and join my community here through HighLevel. So right now, if you are an affiliate of mine, you already have access to this inside of the affiliate support community right here. But I also have a SaaS Jumpstart group, okay? Now, if you want to, right now, if you just go to SaaS Jumpstart, I didn't spell that right. So SaaS Jumpstart, SaaS jumpstart.rayodaniel.com. You'll get this login page. So this is where you sign up for my free course. I have my own courses, and I'm going to show you that, but you can also get access to the AI Employee Playbook by signing up through this course, and I'm going to show you that. But this is what the page looks like, saasjumpstart.rayodaniel.com. Just click on the free course link in the video description, and you'll get that. But enough about that. That's just how to get to this. So I just want to make sure, excuse me, something's in my eye here. So how do you get to it? So inside of the SaaS Jumpstart course, once you get access to the community, then inside of here, you're going to click on the Learning tab, okay? Inside of the Learning tab, this is where you're going to see the AI and Playbook. I've got it right here, front and center, at the very top for you guys to access so you know exactly where it is. Now, if you do join the SaaS Jumpstart group, by the way, you get access to all these other things. The free snapshots that I've got, and I'm not sure how many of these I've got. I think maybe 6. Reputation management, HVAC, auto detail. I've got about 6 in there that you can get for free. Those are snapshots that have a lot of pre-built stuff built in it with my video training. But you get my 30-day action plan. So how do you go step by step? When you get HighLevel, to make sure that you get it set up, get your business set up, and you're successful. My cold email snapshot, that is a charge for that one. This right here is my training, the SaaS Jumpstart Business Models. That's like 9 different ways that you can use HighLevel to make money, AI being one of them. And then there's the 5-day challenge that you have. But the AI Employee Playbook is the one I want to focus on right now. I just want to show you, you do get access to all of the other training by signing up for my SaaS Jumpstart course. And again, all of this is free. There's no upsells. Now, I do charge $197 if you're looking to do cold email outreach for my snapshot for cold email. There's a lot of stuff in there if you don't want to build your own cold email outreach system, that you could just drop that in there and within an hour or 2 you'd be up and ready to go. But the AI Employee Playbook, here's what you get. First of all, there's just an introduction. Again, very similar to the training that you saw on the boot camp. Just welcome to SaaSpreneurship. This is kind of their intro. It's what they call HighLevel calls people that use HighLevel to sell to other people, SaaSpreneurs. Unpacking your offer, pricing and packaging. So how do you price it? How do you unpack your offer and find out? How do you do all the tech setup? Again, this is, I have some of this already in the 30-day training, but they do a good job with just starting a trial, creating your agency sub-account, getting your domain, phone number purchase, some of these step-by-step, activating voice AI, setting up a demo, posting the demo and doing all of your pipeline management, getting your calendars and getting your payments set up. Now, once you've got that, you've got your offers and you've got your tech set up from HighLevel. Again, you have to, that tech stuff doesn't do you very much good if you don't have an account, but at least it walks you through what you need to do once you get an account, okay? Prospecting and sales, here's how you go through the entire prospecting from getting your clients, building a list, expanding, doing outreach, to fulfillment. This is the onboarding. This is once you make the sale. How do you actually fulfill that sale? How do you configure them? What you do to set them up? Now, this really changes depending upon if you have the 97, the 297, or the 497. Now, my personal opinion is if you are just getting started, you don't know HighLevel, start at the $97 plan. It is cheap. It's a cheap introduction to go forward, but it's a great introduction because all you need is one customer and then it'll start paying for the software for you. Okay? And then AI employee, all of that's still available to you. There are some things that are not available in the $97 plan. For instance, you can't brand, put your own logo on the software, stuff like that, but that's minuscule for right now. Okay? But as soon as you get a customer, 2 at the most, you're going to have to upgrade. I always recommend people to upgrade to Agency Pro. Okay? There is so much benefit that I can't go over in this video to being at the Agency Pro level. One of which is the SaaS configurator. Number 2 is going to be the automation. Number 3 is going to be the rebilling. And then number 4 is the pain I'll call it that, just the pain of migrating accounts. Because when you go from 97 to Agency Pro, you have to migrate your 2 accounts that's paying onto a SaaS configurator plan. There is some additional setup, some configuration. You do have to change a few of your funnels, things like that in order for this to work. But I mean, that's the part that I can help you out with if you're looking to upgrade. By the way, if you're looking to be an affiliate, if you are at the 97 or 297 and you're looking to upgrade to Agency Pro, there's an upgrade link in the video description. You can become an affiliate of mine that way as well. If you have not activated AI employee, if you have an account and you're looking to activate AI employee, there is an AI employee reference code in there. So if you use my code, you can become an affiliate of mine, because I keep getting a bunch of people always saying, Ray, can I switch to be your affiliate? Because you answer your emails, you hop on a phone call with me, you help me get these things set up and other people don't. Okay, so how can I become your affiliate and not have to pay you for a phone call every time I need some help? Well, these are ways that you can become an affiliate of mine to support me, and then in turn, I can support you. So I'm just giving you that as an option here. It is a little plug for me, I'm going to be honest, but I'm trying to help out with, if you do have those questions. But moving on, you got the fulfillment of all of these things, how to set these things up, voice AI, conversation reviews, goes through all of these. And then there you go. So you have the intro, the prospecting, and the fulfillment. So there's 32 lessons overall. That right there, again, this AI employee playbook is a free resource that's available to you right now. Just go to the SaaSjumpstart.rayodaniel.com, sign up. It's actually in the video description as well. There's lots of links in there that you can click on and go to. But this is how you can sit back and actually become an affiliate of mine and start getting some AI training to understand what services that you're looking to help solve small businesses, to help them out, and then what can AI do? Okay, so now what I want to do is, now that I've kind of shown you some of the resources, I just kind of want to close these out, get rid of these, since we're not going to be, I'm going to leave this page up right here. This is a good one. But let's hop back in here and take a look at a few things. So I really want to scroll down here and kind of focus on this. AI employee is not one thing, okay? It is a series of these 6 components put together. But one of the other things that you can also include when you talk about the AI employee is a lot of people look at including workflow automations as a part of the AI employee. Because keep this in mind. If you're doing, let's just take a step back and look at the Google review stuff. That really just involves workflows for fulfillment, sending out emails, text messaging to ask people for reviews. People could respond back, and then the workflow handles all of that. Well, in a sense, if you think about that, that workflow automation could be a part of your AI employee. You've got an employee working in your system that when something happens, the workflow automation responds. So include that workflow automation as part of the sale of the VSL, virtual sales letter, when you're building out your pages, as a benefit to the person that you're dealing with. You get all of this automation behind the scenes that happens automatically. Now, if you're dealing with a customer that you might have pipelines, for instance. So you have a pipeline, you have a sales pipeline of new leads that come in. Well, when those new leads stay in the pipeline for a certain part of time, then again, you can have workflows like this AI employee that sits back and says, hey, email somebody on the team, hey, this lead has been in this stage for more than a day. So right now you need to do something about that. Move them along or contact them or change the stage to something different. Those workflow automations can help kind of put keep the team members in check, if that makes sense, from to keep these pipelines moving. So just use that workflow automation as a part of your AI employee sales process. That's a part of what you're helping them build. This AI automation that's just helping them solve things and continue to automate some of the business problems or business solutions in the sense that they have. So hopefully that makes sense. But these are the components of AI employee. But right now, what I'm going to focus on are the voice AI and conversation AI, because for the most part, the services that you're probably going to end up selling is how to help answer the phones, convert people on your websites, communicate with people when they come across Facebook, Instagram, if you're doing any kind of post, things like that, and then maybe reviews AI. I'm not really going to cover reviews AI in this one because you can go back to the video, the live a couple weeks ago about how to start a Google review, and I went over all the new features of the review AI there, so you can take a look at it there. I don't want to take time here, but I do want to go over some of the cool things about voice AI and conversation AI, and I'm not going to cover any of these other ones that are down here. The workflow AI assistant, I think I skipped that one. That one, if you're already familiar with workflows and how to handle workflows, you're probably not going to use the AI assistant very much to help troubleshoot. I mean, this is really for if it's a complicated workflow to help break down what the workflow is doing, kind of thing, without you having to go through and spend all your time and go through every logic step and stuff like that. So, but right now I haven't had much use for that myself, but if you get it as far as AI employee, then you get unlimited, you can use it whenever you want. So right now what I want to do is go in and look at some of the voice AI settings. Now, HighLevel has made this easier by including this new AI agents over here. If you notice, you've got this new menu item over here on the left called AI agents. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that one. Now inside of here, you're going to see that we start out with a voice AI, conversation AI. Again, they're trying to make it very easy to kind of get started with this. So voice AI, create your first AI agent, test and talk to your voice AI agent setup. If you've already set it up, assign a phone number and go live. So this is really just trying to help you go through the process. But right now, I'm the kind of person that just likes to go right into the settings and just kind of set things up myself. So I'm going to hop into the voice AI. Now, one of the nice things about the voice AI agents is you can have multiple agents running, but you can only have one agent per phone line. Okay? One agent per phone line. Now, let's just take a quick step back and just think about what that means for people that really have a business, a sales team, and things like that. So what that means is that let's just say you have 10 phone numbers inside of HighLevel. One being the main business line. You might have another line that you use for marketing, sales, like special promotions or something, people that call into that line. But some of the other lines you might have are for salespeople. Well, you can have AI agents on the salespeople's phone number lines as well. Okay? And all of this gets included inside of the sub account for the unlimited AI. Do you see what I mean? You can have 10 different agents monitoring 10 different phone lines. And if you're not paying for the unlimited, if you're doing a pay-as-you-go kind of structure, then you're just being charged 13 cents a minute or whatever that is. I'll try to take a look at it when we hop in here. But 13 cents a minute plus whatever the phone call costs, and that's what you're requiring across all 10 phone numbers. So you're going to quickly find out that if you pay-as-you-go, you're going to be paying a lot more than $97 a month to use this if this is your current setup. So just keep that in mind. So right now, creating an agent, simply just click here to create an agent. And right now, here's some of the things that we've got. Again, I have a whole other video about voice AI if you want to take a look at it here that really dives deep. What I'd like to do right now is just kind of focus on some of the other benefits. So I'm going to use one of these other phone lines, phone accounts that I've already got set up. So you just give the agent a name. And again, this is just so you can identify it easily. Like if this is, Ray O'Daniel's, agent or something like that. If it's a personal agent, then if I label it Ray O'Daniel's agent, then I know that one is mine and not the main business line's agent, for instance. So right now, again, you're going to type in the business name. This right here could be your name if you want to, if it's your personal line. This right here allows you to choose your language, which is pretty cool. Now, I've tried this back when it was in beta, and it kind of got It still actually still is in beta, and I ran across this. We did some live stuff during the live presentation, and it kind of got messed up when I switched it to Spanish, and then I went from Spanish and spoke English, and then it couldn't convert and got hung up a little bit. But I think that might be a beta feature. But anyway, you got that. You can sit back and go over all the voices, set your time zones, and it's still, again, no outbound calls yet, but you can set your initial message. Okay, so all of this stuff is free, and you can still test your agent right here. The biggest thing about this is where you have your agent goals. Now, I've already done this, but there is a basic mode, and then there's an advanced mode. For the most part, if you're going to be in here, you're going to be dealing with an advanced mode. Okay, you just are, because if you have it in advanced mode, then you have access to this chat GPT prompt right here, where you can sit back and add and change things inside of this prompt in order to customize the voice AI agent for yourself. Okay, and you probably end up doing some customization, but the base prompt that you get really does a great job with at least handling basic functions. One of the things I want to make sure people don't understand is keep this simple. Okay, if you want to completely change the way the prompt sounds, the way it acts, the way it behaves, then go through the process of creating a completely new prompt if you want to, okay? But for those people that just want to have that just drop something in place that works right off the bat, that gets going, this prompt will do a great job with some slight modifications if you want to include additional data that you want to gather. This is where you might need to adjust this prompt if you need to ask them something else that is not by default, like their phone number, email address, or their address or something like that. So right now, this right here is some of the things that you can do. Set up actions. Like during the call, receptionist, this is where you can trigger a workflow in here. And if you take a look at this particular setup here, this right here is receptionist answer, receptionist reply. When the caller gives an answer, if they have a receptionist. Now, this right here was a test I was doing. That was really just, I was trying to sit back and sell a service where part of my AI prompt would be, I think if you take a look here, let me see if I can find it. I added it in here for gathering. I was trying to be funny here. If you take a look, right here. So this right here, prompt, forgive me about the scrolling here, but right now, this right here is some of the basic stuff. I added number 5 here. Make sure you ask the caller the following question before ending the call. Do you have a receptionist that answers the calls for your company? Okay, so this right here is just something that I put in there because I'm like, if you don't have a receptionist, then maybe you might want an AI employee, hint, an AI employee to do it for you. So I actually created a custom field that actually held this information and so forth. So I had a workflow fire off that handled that, but that's just an example of just something that you can do. And then I said, right here, if the answer to this question is no, then ask a follow-up question. Would you be interested in our AI services that will answer calls and gather leads information 24/7, 7 days a week? Again, this is part of a demo that I did on a video from a little bit back, but this is just an example. And then I threw this in here to be kind of silly. What is your astrological sign? Just to kind of ask additional questions. But if you are looking to extend and ask additional questions regarding your customers, you can do it here. So let me just check real quick for any questions. No, not right now, so that's pretty good. So right now, this is kind of some of the things that you could sit back and do. So right now, this is some of the things that happens during the phone call. So right now, if they say yes, what triggers it when the call? Thank you for your reply. These are workflow actions that that you can customize automatically for triggering a workflow. Now, during the call, after the call, these are some other things that you can sit back and do. Extract name, extract. These are the things. Receptionist. So if you take a look here, I think I might have. I was cleaning up this account. I think I deleted the custom field that held this data. So that's my fault. But this right here is where you would select the custom field from this list of where to put that receptionist information that's being held. So all of this stuff can be put into either regular contact fields or custom fields so that at least it's at the customer record. And then based upon that, now you can have a workflow fire and trigger whether or not somebody said this, to notify somebody so that somebody can act on, hey, this person said they didn't have a call. Yes, they would be interested in, like right now, if you take a look here, interested in AI service. I think I deleted this one, but whatever this is, it's like, did they say yes? Did they say no? So right now, the examples I put in is yes. So this right here would be something that if I take a look at this and this field is yes, then I can act upon that. Like, hey, they said they would be interested in this, so let me send an email to a follow-up member that can actually follow up with this person and do something. So again, if you're looking, there's other things that you can do here from this action. You can do a call transfer, trigger a workflow, send an SMS, update, book appointment. This was the big one that people didn't like. This is finally here, by the way. So you can book an appointment directly from the voice call. Before, only the conversation AI agent can actually book an appointment, but now you can actually have an appointment booked. So these are all the things that you can do inside of the agent that you get for free. Now I'm trying to find out, I thought the cost was on one of these pages here. Let me see. Wasn't on this one. Let me see if it's on phone number. It's on one of these, but right now, this right here is just where you would simply assign a phone number, just simply pull a drop-down list. I'm not going to assign a number. Now, here's the cool thing about it. Notice I can't use this because this is attached to an IVR prompt. So if you do have IVR, you will have to disable that workflow and things like that in order for you to use that in here, just to kind of give you an idea. Okay? And then your dashboard and your logs that kind of keep track of all your calls and stuff like that. But I thought that was one part of here that actually gave you the cost for it. I guess they took it out. But that's the voice AI agent. That's all the things that you can do and set up. And it's really, you get so many things that you can do. You can really handle any situation on a phone call with any of these particular actions from here. So again, you get unlimited agents that you can create. Only one agent can be assigned to a phone number. But again, you can have multiple phone numbers for this, which is another one, because here's a great thing that you can do. If you have unlimited AI, then you can create another phone number or even an 800 number where you can actually have this on your website and actually say, test the AI employee here and give the phone number on your website. And if you're doing marketing, this is a great way to sit back and have testing. You're not paying any more for it. Okay, you already have unlimited AI. So right now what you can do is simply get a new phone number, get a voice AI agent, make sure that that you're saying that this is for demo purposes, but go through the entire process. Go through like it's an actual company solving a problem. If you're dealing with a particular niche business, then make this agent specific to that niche. But if not, then just keep it general. If they want to book an appointment, actually have it go through the entire process. Like go through, book an appointment, put it on a demo calendar, have the email go out or the text message go out to that particular person, like you're confirming that the appointment's done, and then afterwards, wait like 10 minutes and then delete the appointment. Okay, so that way you can clean up, you clean up the demo calendar, but the person who's calling, who's booking an appointment, can actually see your entire system and process from, hey, I need a problem. I need somebody to come out and fix this. And okay, great. Can I get your name? Can I get your phone number? Can I get your email? Great. When would you like to book the appointment? We have tomorrow between blah, blah, blah available. And it goes through the entire process. And somebody can do this without having to call you, which is a great thing because you can email them. You can put this, on your website. You can do all kinds of like social media postings where you could say, hey, try out my virtual AI employee. And if you want an employee like this for yourself, then give us a call and let's have a discovery call where we can sit back and do it, or click here and purchase a system right here for $600 a month. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense here. And I'm honestly really surprised I haven't gotten very many questions. I typically get a lot of questions during this process, but hopefully that makes sense here. So you can do all of this stuff if you have unlimited AI. So you should at least have this for your own business. Okay, and again, if you are signing up for AI, just remember, if you haven't signed up for it at all, use my affiliate code. It's in the link below. You can become an affiliate of mine just by signing up for AI Employee. So take advantage of the resources. The last thing I want to go over is just the conversation AI piece. So right now what I want to do is go to conversation AI and just simply open up one here. Now, conversation AI, I told you, is kind of like it handles certain other communication methods. And those communication methods are these channels that are supported right here. Instagram, Facebook. Let me blow this up here. Sorry. Instagram, Facebook, SMS, the chat widget. This is the normal basic chat widget, the live chat, and even WhatsApp. So even people overseas, yes, you can have AI automatically reply if you want to have a WhatsApp widget installed on your site. Now keep in mind, HighLevel has done a great job with updating the website chat widgets so that it allows the person to choose what kind of widget that they want. Do they want to go live? Do you want it to be a WhatsApp widget? And then from there, based upon this setting here in Conversation AI, sorry about that, then you can have one communication AI monitor the live chat. Then you can turn on another conversation AI to monitor WhatsApp. Okay, here's where you have the advantage. Unlike the other voice AI is tied to a phone number. Conversation AI is tied to a channel, one of these channels. Now keep in mind, you don't want to have two agents tied to the same channel. Both of them are going to talk at the same time. Not going to be a good experience for your end user. But if you are, again, if you are looking to build this out, you can have live chat and that be one. You can have the website chat widget be a completely different conversation AI bot, program it completely differently. So the live chat might be able to book appointments, but the WhatsApp doesn't book appointments. I don't know. I'm just trying to give you an idea here. But you can have two separate conversation AI agents all going back and forth on different channels. Likewise, if you want to have a social media bot, like a conversation for social media, you can have one that just monitors Instagram and Facebook, okay? And then you can have another one that monitors SMS. So here's one of the things that you can really sit back and blow your mind with, depending upon the client's needs of what they need. And people from social media, you might want to respond to them differently than people from WhatsApp. WhatsApp could be a business to business kind of connection, where Instagram, Facebook, and even the live chat widget could be customer to that. Sorry for the noise, they're doing some construction where I am, guys, so sorry about that. So right now, this is some of the cool things about conversational AI, and I will just come over here to the bot training. So inside of the training, this is where you can give it websites, you can give it Google Documents, you can give it any type of thing that allow it to learn, something with like FAQs, where it can ask questions and so forth. Or if you wanted to, you can actually put in your own questions and answers below if you wanted to. So existing knowledge base. So again, your bot goals, this is where you would program it. You can have a prompt about what you're looking to do here. Here's where you can see booking an appointment, trigger workflow, all these nice little buttons that you can do. You can actually have this bot transfer it to another bot if you wanted to. So that's a cool thing. So if you get somebody on the website that says, hey, I placed an order and I haven't got what I needed yet or something like that, then the website live bot can transfer it to another bot that does like invoicing or billing or something like that. That's pretty cool. Hey, Cassidy. So anyway, appointment booking, this is where you can choose a calendar, all this other kinds of cool stuff that you can do here, and you can have it set up, again, per channel, which is the benefit here, is the channels, you can turn it on and then set it to autopilot mode. And then guess what? If you're going to be doing unlimited AI, you don't pay for any of that. All of it's included. So it really does, if you're using AI, it really is to your benefit to do the unlimited version of this. Let me take a quick look here. I had somebody offer to build out an entire CRM with AI for my insurance agents for $5K. Do you think this is something that's worth doing in your opinion? Niche question, I know. To be honest, that's a great question, Cassidy, and the answer to that is I honestly don't know, because I don't know what's a part of the build out process. If you're just looking, here's the one thing that's great about at least the stuff with AI that we're dealing with so far. If you just need somebody to answer the phone and collect basic information, okay? So name, phone number, email address, these are, and the address of it, book an appointment. These are things that the high-level agent can just do right off the bat. The setup time on that is probably 10 minutes. Just watch my other video. If you've kind of been through the process once, if you haven't been through it the first time, it might take you 30 minutes. But 30 minutes to set up one AI agent to collect information, to answer all the phone calls that you have, okay? Number two, If you want to set up your website chat widget, if you have people that are, if this is what you want, if all you want is just to have inbound phone calls answered, then voice AI is the only one that you have to configure. If you also have the website chat widget, the Facebook, Instagram integration, if you want that responses, then you'll have to configure conversation AI. So you'll have to program that, and unfortunately there are two separate programmings. There's two separate areas for those that you kind of have to program. Okay, so conversation AI, you will have to give it some information, like a list of FAQs, a website that it can scan or document, or I mean, hell, even give it a full multiple pages if you want to. Let it scan it. As long as it's electronic, as long as it's a publicly accessible URL, then you can program it, have the AI bot read it, and now it knows enough on how to respond based upon your business niche. But again, both of these can gather information, get information, update the CRM, book an appointment, and then activate a workflow. And once you get to that point of activating a workflow, they booked an appointment, so now you have your appointment booking workflow. Send them out an initial email, and then, hey, you've got this scheduled, click here to cancel or reschedule your appointment. 24 hours ahead of time, another one. 4 hours ahead of time, another email text. 5 minutes ahead of time, another email or text, something like that. So that workflow automatically happens for you automatically. So again, Cassidy, I'm just sorry, but if you're looking for something pretty basic, I think $5,000 is crazy, because you could spend less than an hour, well, let's just say 2 hours. Take 1 hour to watch my AI video, that my conversation AI video that I have on my YouTube channel. I think it might be 40 to 50 minutes that I go over all this stuff so you understand what it is, program it, and then might spend half a day doing it yourself, but once you do it yourself, you understand it, and now you can move on. So hopefully that helps. And guys, I hope you found this useful here. I really just want to come and explain some of the power of the AI employee, to give you guys this particular page, to give you the other resources. Again, the SaaS Jumpstart course with the AI employee playbook, that's available for you. All of these resources from HighLevel are available for you. Some you do have to have an account. If you have an account, you can take advantage of them right away. Sign up for my SaaS Jumpstart course. If you don't already have the AI playbook, you can get access to that. But there is training out there to help you build an AI agency, and I think you're going to start seeing a lot of people build AI agencies, because it's one business model that does not have a niche. Okay, AI can solve pretty much every business's problems in general, and that is, let's just say it's not even answering the phone calls throughout the day. But what if you have, I used this as an example before, but what if you have a service like a plumber or an HVAC company that does 24/7 emergency service? If they do that, you can pretty much bet that they are going to have a call center answering their phone calls after closing. And then based upon that, the call center is doing what? The call center picks up, an operator picks up, hey, you've reached this company name. Please give me your name, your phone number, your email address, what your problem is. Okay, well, I will send this information to a technician and have them get back to you right away. Guess what? You can do that in AI employee and the voice agent, probably within about 10 or 15 minutes, program that in there. And now you can have somebody monitor that, and you can have one voice AI agent that operates during business hours and another voice AI agent that picks up after business hours that maybe responds a different way. But both of them can collect data, okay? But it's completely up to you on how you want to set this up. Okay, not a problem at all. Thank you, Cassidy, for hanging in there. But guys, that was it. That's all I had. There are multiple ways on this. If you are not an affiliate of mine and you want to become an affiliate, look at the links below. Just let me know how I can help you here. Leave a comment in this. If you have a question, I'd be happy to help you out. But HighLevel is really pushing AI this summer. They're giving you a great benefit of 30 days free to be able to utilize this, practice, and even get to the point where you can use this for free for your own business to get clients. Remember I said that you'd have to pay like another $1 or $2 a month for another phone number, but you can have a demo voice AI agent built to test it, so that you can then market that number out to other people saying, do you want a voice AI agent like this? Call this number. Say, complain like you're a customer and actually book an appointment and see how the agent responds, gathers your data, and actually will book an appointment for you on your calendar. If you want all of this, then why don't we have a short conversation to see if this would be a good fit? And right now, just to kind of give you an idea from costs. I mean, these kinds of costs, just think about what you're saving them, okay? People don't want to charge too much for this. Now, Google reviews, again, you know, that's probably in the lower echelon of like a monthly subscription fee for that, even though people will pay for that. But to handle what you're talking about with the AI employee, we're talking, you know, probably easily on the dirt cheap low end where you don't offer them unlimited AI, like 300 at a minimum, like absolute minimum, and that's like dirt cheap for replacing an employee. Really, it should probably be more in the like 500 at the low range to even 800, 900, or even $1,000 a month for the types of automations that you can help them completely automate. Now, let me give you this. People might be thinking about, you know, they can't afford this. I would say they couldn't afford not to. Because, keep this in mind, we used, I think, the HVAC company. Right now, I know, if I remember right, the average customer lifetime value of like what a customer is worth, a new customer is worth, to an HVAC company, it's roughly around $2,000 over the lifetime. If the company does a good job, they follow up, then that person will continue to call this HVAC company for repairs, and as soon is going to need a replacement at some point. And that's where the big money gets put in there. But for $2,000, that's every time an HVAC an owner doesn't answer a phone call, doesn't have a website chat widget on the website, and you know, people are looking on Google review, they go to the website, they look at the website, but there's no interaction on that website where they can ask questions or do anything. They try to call the main office, only, again, here's the statistic, 60% or more. You know, 60, I think maybe a little bit more than that, but 60% of phone calls go unanswered or unresponded to when people call small businesses. That's crazy. That's $2,000 you just went, you know, right down the tubes because you didn't answer the phone call or your website didn't have a website chat widget that can interact, collect that lead, and book the call. And if you don't book that call, what do you think that person's going to do? They're going to go right down the next list on Google and call that person until they get a response from somebody. And then they're going to book them. But by then, it's too late. So at the end of the day, when that owner is calling back 10, 15, 20 people who have left voicemails on his cell phone, it's too late. So how much time are you saving that particular owner by not having to call back at the end of the day, not having to have a full voicemail every time on their phone? Because believe it or not, sometimes voicemails get full every single day. That's crazy, but it happens. So is $500, $800, or even $1,000 enough to get one client, even one additional customer per month that's going to pay for that particular service? Now that's crazy. One a month is super low. I mean, you're talking about, you know, you could potentially get it depends on the number of phone calls they have, obviously, but 5, 10, 20 new customers every month at a $2,000 a month, you know, customer lifetime value, or even some other people at, you know, maybe $500 or $1,000. You're talking about, you know, $5,000, $10,000 per month in revenue for new customers that you're generating for $500 to $800 a month. It's a no-brainer. Okay, and how much time and freedom that you're giving the owner is crazy, because now they don't need to sit back and answer the phones. So if you're a hairstylist or nail salon or landscaping or massage therapist, these are all people that are working throughout the day. Okay, these people work. Their job involves working, not sitting back and answering the phones, but answering the phones are how you get new customers, because that's when they call. So you're helping them. You're solving that business problem by giving them a virtual employee, and you're doing that at a relatively inexpensive cost versus hiring somebody, paying for benefits, paying for all this other stuff, having to deal with their sick time, or, you know, they can't come in today and things like that. So just want you to think about that. These are all things that you're helping them solve these headaches in their business for $500 to $800 a month. So guys, I hope you found this useful. It was very, I enjoyed this. It was great to come over and help you understand what HighLevel is doing for this summer with AI Employee. Leave a comment if you want to book a call to discuss any of this stuff. Leave me a comment, let me know. I do have my email address on my channel, so you can email me as well. Guys, thanks so much. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.